Salutations, Shu here. Today we're going to be making a study and a playing app. I chose to make it a play and a study app is because both of this is vital for a child's life. The study part of the app is, you know about multiplication tables, like 2 times 1 equals 2, 2 times 2 equals 4, 2 times 3 equals 6. Well, like I'm going to pull up a picture of it. Look over here. Yeah. So this is what all the study part is going to be about. So first the user puts in like a number, let's say he put in 7, and then the machine will analyze the data and then make multiplication tables of it. Like 7 times 1 equals 7, all the way up to 7 times 10 equals 70. For the play part of the app, we're going to be using floral art, like the art that looks like a flower. We're going to be using that. So the user drags a slider, like slide, 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 and then it makes like the floral art. You'll get to know sooner or later. So we're going to be getting everything we know so far and put it into this simple yet complicated app. See you at code.org. Bye.
And now, let us start. First, we're going to code.org, sign in, and let's go into App Lab. Let's rename it. I'm going to name it Play and Study App Ordret Shoe Codes. Yeah. Okay. Now we want to make a play and study app, like I already told you. So now let's go to design because we want to design all the components first. I'm gonna name this one main screen because this is the screen that we're gonna be starting in, where the 2 buttons for the play and study app. Play and study is gonna be. Yes. So now I'm gonna give the IDs. This one's gonna be the study button. This one is gonna be play button. Play study background color is gonna be red. This one background color is gonna be blue. Yes, and now let's do the font size. Yes. Okay, let's do the same with this one. Yeah. Now let's make a new screen. Because there's going to be 2 screens, the play screen and the study screen. Because like the buttons on the main screen are going to lead us to different screens. So whenever you press this one, it's going to go to the study screen. This one, we're going to go to the play screen. Okay, so let's go into screen 2, name it study screen. And with the study screen, we want to generate some multiplication tables, like I already told you. So let's come over here and put a button that will generate, and let's do generate there. Okay, I'm going to name the text generate. Which color should I use? Okay, I guess green will be fine. Now, over here is where like the user's gonna put the table. Okay, let's just say that he put like 1, or he or she put like 1 in here. So it'll be like 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3. It'll find the multiplication tables for what number that the user put. So yeah, I'm not gonna change the ID because that's gonna be the only text input. Now we have a new screen and it's gonna be called play screen. For the play screen, we want to like make a slider. Only slider, that's all. Okay, because whenever they move the slider, then the floral art is gonna happen. Okay, so let's do. This is kind of like a for loop. So these two are the starting points. This one is the ending point, and this one is literally the increment. Yes. Okay. Now that we got all our screens, let's now code the app. So first, when the study button is going to be clicked, then the set screen, is going to be to the study screen. Okay, so whenever we do it to the study screen, let's see if it works. But before everything, we want to set the screen to main screen, because if it just goes right off to the play screen, then how can we go back? So let's do main screen. Yes, it works. And yes. Okay. So now whenever they go into the study screen, we want to like wait, before everything I wanna put something inside here so they can know where to put it. Placeholder, yes. Okay. So look. So like whenever they have to like put something over here and then the generate, right? So yes. So now let's put the code in for that. Now let's use the for loop. So now let's do it. So whenever like let's get that thing off, like for that for loop inside the study button, is because let's put them in different places. So whenever generators click, then like all the for loop is gonna happen. So let's do for loop var I equals 1 something. Okay, so whenever we already know about for loops, right? We have already mastered that task. So let's do this. What we want to do is like we want to like put different labels, right? So let's do var I equals 1. I is going to be less than 11 because there's going to be 10. So like this. I'm just going to use the variable u for what the user's number will be. So u times 1 or u times I equals ui. U times the second I equals u2i. I don't know what to say, but like I already told you, this one is like for like the 7 times 1 equals 4. 7 times 2 equals 14. 7 times 3 equals 21. So 7 is what the user is going to put. So for the 7 times 1 or the 7 times 2 or the 7 times 3 or 7 times 4, etc., those are going to be I. Let's do this. On event, whenever the generator is clicked, then var I is equals to 1, I is going to be less than 11 and I plus plus. Because we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So now let's put like a new thing. Not a new thing, but like a new block from UI controls. Let's do text label. Let's put that random, not random, but let's put the ID as I. I don't want this I. Please stop. Okay. So what the text should be? It should be now we're gonna be using like strings, like text strings. Okay. Let's put some text strings over here. Let's see, how much do we need? And yes. Okay. So we need a plus, a plus, a plus, a plus, and a multiplication sign. Okay. So right now, why I'm doing this is because you know about like we want to do 7 times 1 equals 7. 7 times 2 equals 14. I'm gonna show you what this does just in a minute, right after I put it. I don't want this I. Stop. Please stop. Don't give me a capital I. I'm not writing to anyone. Okay. Now, finally, almost done here, and I'm gonna tell you what everything here does. I don't want this I. Yes. Okay, so what this does, let's see like the text, like what the input for the user did is like let's see, 7. So get text from the text input, we already used that in our previous video. So like the text input is going to be 7, right? So then let's do 7 plus x. So that's the multiplication sign over here. I'm just using a letter just to make it more practical. Plus I, this for loop. So the first value is going to be 1 plus 1 plus equals get text input times I. So 1 times 7. 7. So that everything put together is equal to 7 times 7 times 1 equals 7 times 1, which is 7. It's going to be doing the same thing. 7 times 2. Yeah. So now let's do the positions. So let's see. What's the positions? Yeah, over here. So we want to do set position for like the eyes. The eyes. Sounds so weird whenever you say no. Don't give me that. Okay. So now let's review x coordinates, y coordinates with height. Okay, so the width is 100 and the height is gonna be 100. Easy. And it's because the x coordinate is not changing. That's gonna be also good. But now what we need to change is for the y coordinate, because like there's gonna be one over here, one gonna be over here, one 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 over here, etc., etc., etc. So yeah. And just to review, x coordinates means like how much horizontal it is. Y coordinates means how vertical it is. Okay, so let's just see what we can do. Let's tinker around with this. We have to use like a times. Because let's say that's gonna be, I don't want this one. Okay. So it's because we want to each time to be like, so if like I equals 1, then the y position is going to be 1. Then now let's see if it's good or not. Ooh, that is no, 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 no. That's too close up. What's wrong? Set position 90 perimeter value is not a string. String. I don't really care. So let's see 40. Yay! But now, like it's passing right over the text inputs and generate. But a little tiny bit on the text input. No, but it's like being like right on top of the screen. So let's not do that. Let's hide these two. Let's hide them. Okay, so let's do what block do we have for UI in UI controls to do this? Now let's see. No. Wait. No. Yes, hide elements. We want to do 2 hide elements because like for the generator and the text input. So let's do hide element text input and hide generator. So bye both of you. 10. Yes. Perfect. Now let's do the other half. So now let's do the play part. The play part. The play part. Okay. So right now, whenever you do the play button, it's gonna go all over here. So whenever they do the slider, it's gonna be moving. So we want to do floral art. So now let's do this. On event, whenever the slider is changed, slider 1 is changed, then I don't really care. Then everything is gonna happen. Like the floral art is gonna be displayed. So now let's see. What do we want to do? Whenever we do like this, the floral art is gonna happen, right? So let's do this. Let's go into turtle, a new toolbox category. This is where like all the pens are, like in artist pens. Okay, so right now let's make a pen. Let's do pen up. Wherever the slider's changed, pen up, because this is gonna be the new pen. Now we want to move it to the x and y coordinates that we want to give it. So 100, 250, and yes. Okay. Yes, 100 and 250. Now we want to make it go down, pen down, because like whenever you're putting your pen up or your pencil, whatever writing tool that you have, and whenever you move it somewhere, it won't draw anything. So we don't want it to draw anything. So that's why we did pen up. And now pen down. Whenever you put your pen down, you can draw. So now after this is everything's gonna happen. For everything, let's make a for loop in this because we want to repeatedly draw like many lines, right? Let's make a for loop. Let's first worry about the pen first, and then we can do everything of the for loop. Then, so right now after this, I want to like make different colors. You don't have to, but I want to make a different colors. So we can do, let's see, what do we have over here? Ooh, pen RGB. You know what pen RGB means, right? Red, green, blue. So now let's use random numbers. Random, random, and random. Okay. I want to get as much shades as possible. Like a dark green stage, a dark blue stage, shade, a dark anything stage, or a light anything stage, or a normal anything stage. I want to get as much shades as possible. Shades. Hard to say it. Okay. Right after we do this, I want to like make the width so small. Not so small, but like small. Because I don't want it to be filling up the whole entire screen. And finally, let's do the move forward. How much do we want to move forward? Okay, let's not worry about the move forward one because that's what the for loop is going to be about. Now, every time we move forward, I want to, you don't have to, I want to turn right by, let's see, 1 degrees. No, actually, let's do 2 degrees. Okay, and right after that, I don't want the pen to be, like, still there. I don't want the pen to be there. Yes, I don't want the pen to be there. I'm gonna change it somewhere else. Yes, I don't want the pen to be there, so that's what the pen looks like. Yes, yeah, now we moved on. So, I want to hide it, so let's, okay. So now let's do the for loop. So you can do a random variable, but this is the variable which allows us to do the move forward by. How much we want to move forward. I'm gonna name this one J. Var J equals 0. Then J needs to be less than what value we get from the slider. So let's do get number. Where is it? Okay, over here. Get number from the slider. Cause I'm gonna be telling you why. And we want to move forward by J. Now let's finally see our work in action. Beautiful floral art, my friend. Oh, my friend is me. Okay, so what I did over here, cause like to make this beautiful design, is this. I want to move forward, then I want to move forward, then I want to move forward. I want to keep on moving forward until the get number from the slider. You might be thinking, well, the slider doesn't have a number, unlike a text input. Well, look. We put some values in for the slider, right? Value 20, minimum value 20, maximum value 200, and yeah. So what's happening over here? So the J is going to be equal to 0, and then the endpoint is whenever J is going to be less than, whenever J is going to be less than get number slider 1. So, and then each time J is going to be plus plus. So let's just say J is going to be equal to 3. So 3 is good. So let's do get number, and the get number is going to be 20. So is 3 less than 20? Yes. But and for the each increment is going to be j plus plus. So let me just make things straight. 0, let's just say the minimum value is 20. Okay, so 0 is less than 20, yes, okay. And then j plus plus, move forward by j, which is 0, we move 0. Okay, so j equals 1, 1 less than 20, yes. J plus plus, move forward by 1, and now you got it. Now this is our study app. Okay, so bye. See you guys on the next video.